Thicker oil in an old engine is better protection. That's one of the most persistent pieces of automotive wisdom in the truck community. And it comes from a time when it was partially true, for specific reasons, on specific types of old engines. The problem is that applying it broadly to modern high-mileage engines is wrong. And I've seen guys accelerate their engine's decline by following this advice without understanding what's actually happening inside their motor. If you've got a high-mileage F-150, Silverado, or Ram, and you're wondering whether to step up to a heavier viscosity because you've heard it's better for worn engines, stay with me. I'm going to tell you the truth about this, give you what actually works, and save you a potential mistake. Let me tell you where the thicker is better for old engines belief came from, because it has a legitimate historical basis. Decades ago, engine manufacturing tolerances were broader, meaning the clearances between your engine's bearings and the journals they ride on, between the cylinder walls and the piston rings, and between other sliding surfaces were larger. Those larger clearances created two situations where thicker oil helped. First, thicker oil filled those larger gaps better than thin oil, maintaining oil film pressure. Second, older conventional oils degraded faster, and running a slightly thicker oil gave more margin before the oil thinned to the point where it couldn't maintain pressure. A 1975 Chevy V8 with 150,000 miles might genuinely benefit from running 10W40 instead of the factory-specified 10W30 as the bearing clearances opened up from wear. The problem is that modern engines are built to completely different tolerances. A 2012 F-150 with the 5.0 Coyote V8 at 150,000 miles has bearing clearances that are still much tighter than that 1975 Chevy ever had new. The engineering has moved in the opposite direction from where the thicker oil wisdom came from. When you put a heavier viscosity oil, 10W40 or 20W50, in a modern engine that was designed around 5W30 or 5W20, you're not filling bigger clearances. You're creating higher hydraulic resistance in tight passages that weren't designed for that film thickness. Variable valve timing actuators and cam phasers that operate on precise oil pressure changes start responding sluggishly. Active fuel management or cylinder deactivation lifters that operate hydraulically can't cycle properly with the wrong viscosity. Oil pump efficiency drops because it's pushing a thicker fluid through passages that weren't sized for it. Here's the truth about what actually happens inside a high-mileage modern engine. Yes, there is some wear over 100 or 150,000 miles. The bearing clearances are slightly larger than they were new. The piston rings have some additional gap. But modern high-mileage oil formulations, Mobil 1 High Mileage, Valvoline Max Life, Pennzoil Platinum High Mileage, address these conditions through chemistry, not through going to a heavier viscosity. These high-mileage formulations contain seal conditioners that help maintain the integrity of aging rubber seals and gaskets, reducing minor oil seepage. They contain enhanced anti-wear additive packages tuned specifically for the higher contact pressures in worn engine surfaces. They use viscosity modifiers that provide a stable film at the engine's operating temperature, even in the slightly looser clearances of a high-mileage engine, without the cold start and passage restriction problems of simply going to a heavier grade. What you should actually do if you have a high-mileage truck that you want to protect. First, check your oil cap and owner's manual and run the exact viscosity specified, not one grade heavier. Second, switch to a high-mileage full synthetic formula if you haven't already at 75,000 miles or above. My recommendation is Mobil 1 High Mileage Full Synthetic or Valvoline Max Life Full Synthetic in the viscosity specified for your engine. These oils were specifically engineered for the wear patterns and sealing conditions of high-mileage engines without the problems caused by going to a heavier grade. Mobil 1 High Mileage 5W30 runs about $32 to $35 at Walmart. Valvoline Max Life 5W30 is around $28 to $30. There is one genuine exception where a thicker oil in an old engine makes sense, and I want to be precise about it. If you have an older engine, pre-2000, old enough that it was designed with looser tolerances from the factory, that has very high mileage and is showing signs of reduced oil pressure at idle, a slightly heavier viscosity like 10W40 may help maintain adequate oil pressure to the bearings. But this applies to older engines on their last miles. For any modern engine from the 2000s onward, high-mileage formulated oil in the correct viscosity is the right answer, not a heavier grade. The money impact of running the wrong viscosity on a modern high-mileage truck is harder to calculate than a price per jug. But consider what it costs to replace failed cam phasers, VVT actuators, or MDS lifters because the wrong viscosity oil didn't flow correctly through their hydraulic passages for 100,000 miles. Those repairs run from several hundred to over $2,000. A quality high-mileage full synthetic in the correct viscosity costs you $28 to $35 per change. Check the description. I've linked the high-mileage oils I recommend in the right viscosities for common high-mileage truck engines. Next time, I'm running Valvoline Max Life against Mobil 1 High Mileage to find out which high-mileage specific formula actually wins. Take care of your engine. It's the only one you've got. I'll see you next time.